Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the gas station. How y'all are? This is Tuesday, October 1st. October already. Man, 3/4 of 2024 is gone. Where did it go? 85 shopping days till Christmas. Don't hate, I do. Don't worry about it. Oh man, how was y'all's weekend? Mine was wonderful, as you could tell. I didn't do anything. Rested up my ribs. I think they're finally, there's no soreness left, so I should be good to go back working on the house out there at St. Bernard Acres now. I'm gonna start working here four nights a week instead of 5. That way I can leave Friday morning, head out, spend Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning out at the cabin working. So that's going to be good. There is a sense of urgency. I want to get this done. I'm getting old. I'm getting tired. So I want to get this done. But I'm just glad I healed up a little bit. And I had to come, I got a couple of videos done. It wasn't a total waste Saturday, but I did get good rest. I had to come back Sunday, because I had to go see my buddy Bill Shatner. That was Sunday night. Alex and I went down there, saw the, special screening of Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, my favorite of the franchise in the movie franchise. Then after that, William Shatner was on stage and did a few questions, but he basically did about an hour and a half stand-up routine. It was so much fun. I couldn't believe it. Talking about all these things, not just Star Trek, but all the projects he's worked on, the flight on Jeff Bezos' spaceship, he just talked about all kinds of stuff. And you got to think about the fact he's 93 years old. I mean, he was up and down the stage, and, I was so impressed and just tickled to death we got to do that. And then after that was over, we had the green bands. You got green bands and orange bands. Orange band's got a photo with Mr. Shatner. Us green banders, we got a photo and a signed poster. So, and there were so many people. I was amazed at the crowd. But so you didn't have time to stand there and talk to William Shatner. You got up there, you greeted him, you met him. I said, thank you for being a genuine person. That's all I got to say. And we got our picture taken, then signed the autograph. And I'll put a couple pictures in here for you. But yeah, that was fun. That was a blast. That's one of the best birthday gifts Alex could have gotten me. I mean, we got the tickets back in May, so I had to wait all this time till we got to go do it. But it was a blast, I swear. All right, what else? There ain't much else happening. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Hope your week has been going well so far. But what I wanted to talk about is prepping. And I started out prepping about 10 years ago, basically as a hobby. That's how I looked at it. And it's been that way ever since. I don't let it consume me. And I don't prep out of fear. Now, I realize that there is a sense of urgency in the air. I think we all feel that. But there's a difference between being a prepper and being a survivalist. As a prepper, I'm going to survive a lot of stuff, right? But I can't let prepping consume my life. I'm glad that people prep, right? I got 18 months worth of food, supplies, and stuff out at St. Bernard Acres. I got a couple months here that if we had to shelter in place for a month, I could. that kind of stuff. You ever notice some of these prepper channels? A lot of those guys are single, the big channels. Why is that? I think they let prepping and survivalism consume their life. You know, it becomes everything about their life. That and growing their YouTube channel. You know? But I'm married, I have kids, I do things outside of prepping. You can't look at it that way. When I was in the Navy, I learned, and one of the acronyms I learned was KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. And that's how I do it. That's how I live my life. You know, I set a goal that I would like to be better prepared for, you know, things that are recoverable. Let me put it that way. A tornado comes through and, you know, knocks out power for 2 or 3 weeks, or a financial collapse that will be recovered from. A financial collapse is not the end of the world, right? Civil unrest is not the end of the world. It's not going to go on for years and years and years and years, and you have to have 15 years worth of food stockpiled. No. You know, it's not going to happen. Let's keep it simple, you know. Oh, wow, Kroger's got vegetables on sale. 10 cans for $5. Let's buy an extra 10 cans. It's good for a few years. Put that in your stocks. Rotate it. I did a video on rotating it. You know, that kind of prepping I do. Right? I'll give you an instance. And this is prepping, in my opinion. Kroger's has these digital coupon things. I don't know. Gail tells me about it. But they had a thing where with your digital coupons, you could get 5 18-count cartons of eggs for $1.99 a carton. Right? Oh, hell yes. So we go through eggs in my house. She went Friday and got 5 cartons of eggs, 18-count eggs. Well, she had Alex, along with other things that were part of the digital coupons. So she had Alex download coupons, digital things, and took his phone number and got 5 more cartons today at $1.99 each. The sales ended today. So we're good on eggs for, 5 or 6 weeks. We keep them in the fridge, they're going to last. We go through a lot of eggs, and I make eggs for the puppies. Every morning we have our eggs for breakfast. So it's not like they're going to sit there and go bad. But if it wasn't eggs, other things were on sale that we could take advantage of. To me, that's the kind of prepping I do. It's not my life. Now, I will say this. In the last 2 or 3 days, I've probably unsubscribed from 35 prepper channels. I learned some stuff from them, but Hurricane Helene came through. The devastation is just unimaginable what's going on. It's like what happened in Joplin, Missouri a few years back when those tornadoes wiped out the town. But this is on a huge scale. I'm talking states, and the flooding. Asheville, North Carolina is gone. All these cities are gone. Highways are gone, right? Some of these channels, and it really pisses me off, they have the audacity to exploit this tragedy and say, if they had listened to me, if they had done this, they wouldn't have to go through this. Let me tell you something. I don't care how much food you have stocked. I don't care how many generators you have, how much solar you have, how much ammunition you have, how much of anything you have. When everything is 15 feet underwater, it doesn't matter. You cannot prepare for that, right? Oh, if you don't prepare the way I do, when this happens, you're going to a FEMA camp. You damn right I'm going to a FEMA camp. It's not a permanent location, It's like, why do they have to scare people? You know, if you don't do what I say, you're going to go through this when this happens. No, you're not. But when they started exploiting this, I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. You know, I try to give advice to people. I try to encourage people to be more conscious of prepping. But I'm not going to tell you, if you don't do what I do, you're going to die. You know? That just pissed me off when they started doing that. And now all of them are on this longshoreman strike. Oh my God, the food chain is destroyed. We're going to run out of everything. Go get what you can now. You have to have it now. No, you don't. No, you don't. We don't import every ounce of food that we have in this country. Yeah, we're going to be short on bananas and ramen noodles, you know. But my buddy called me from Kroger's down in Moundsville. I said, dude, the shelves are being emptied out. There's no bread. There's no milk. It's like, it's the panic that sets in. Because people either watch YouTube preppers or the mainstream media. Right? They blow all this shit out. It makes you scared. You cannot be a prepper if you're doing it in fear. I don't fear anything happening. I don't prep for anything happening. I just am prepared for what I can. You know? Nothing will last forever. If it's a nuclear catastrophe or the super Yellowstone volcano or whatever, that's a big one everybody likes to talk about. You know, I don't want to survive that shit anyway. You think I care? These guys think that their little group of preppers, that whatever's going to happen, they're going to have to restart civilization. Get out of the books, man. Look at reality. You are not going to have to restart civilization, and you got 10 years worth of food in your bunker. Give it up, dude. You know? And I think it scares people who are in a position to do a little bit of prepping, but it makes your expectations as a prepper. You want to be like these guys, and you get you fail, then you get disillusioned. So it's just not fair that they're allowed to do that to people. That's my opinion. You know, I feel secure and, you know, having 18 months or so worth of stuff out at St. Bernard Eggs. I got a couple months worth of stuff here in Wheeling. We have floods here, power outages, you know. We have all that kind of stuff, tornadoes, you know. So I could go a month or two if I had to. Here in Wheeling, sheltering in place. These people are out, a friend of ours called from Connecticut at Costco. They got cops trying to direct traffic because everybody's trying to get in there to you know, get everything on the shelves because the world's going to end. The longshoremen are on strike. We'll never get food again. But yeah, like I said, I mean, we're going to have a shortage of bananas and ramen noodles, maybe. Ramen noodles. You know, we grow an awful lot of food in this country. You realize that, don't you? We are not dependent on the outside world to bring us food to sell. Right? So, no need to panic. This could be a great thing for the farmers of this country. They could actually sell their food to us. Wow, what a concept. We're eating food grown in America. Imagine that. So don't panic. Dude, it just doesn't do any good to panic. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Keep it simple, stupid. Do your little prepping. You'll be like me. You'll be happy. I'm not going to lose my family over my consumption of prepping or being consumed by the prepper mental attitude. Right? I like to have fun. So, you know, I love it the way it is. You see something on sale, grab it. If you don't need it, a sale is not a sale if it's something you don't need. So I just keep in the back of my mind if something's good, you know, I can take advantage of it. I'm not going to go broke doing it. I'm not going to put things off in order to buy preps, you know. The worst possible thing, I did this in that video about rotating stock and only keeping it a few years, you know. You're going to wind up someday and half of your preps that you have, you got to throw away because they're not fit to even feed your animals. So you got to look at it without a panic in your heart and without fear in your heart. And these guys are starting to live their lives by fear and making people fearful. So hang that shit up, don't buy it. That's all I got to say. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little chat. You know, I just want to encourage you to think ahead. Be a little prepared. Treat it like I did as a hobby. That's what I started out with. The world is not going to end tomorrow. So you don't have to run out tomorrow and buy 10 years worth of food. Right? Continue on your life, add a little extra. That's all you got to do. That's all any of us can do. We'll be happier that way. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe to me if you like these kind of chats, you know, or any of the stuff I do. It'd be nice to get some subscribers, some new subscribers. I love my old ones, but it'd be nice to get some new ones. And some that interact with the channel, you know. But this is Joe here at the gas station. I'll probably see y'all Friday from out at St. Bernard Acres. I'm out.